crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey there guys, this is Malorian and this is a War Machine Battle Report. And I'm back again with my Thexus, but this is my dude spam with a little bit of a change to it. I've kind of fallen out of love with Alexia. For the longest time, Alexia has been a linchpin in here, but in Mark III, where she loses the ability to double the cost around her for spells to the enemy, and where she's now defense 14 rather than defense 15, and just also a little bit more the change in the costs, I'm not really in love with her anymore. And so I decided to take her out. She's gone. I put in a second unit of press gangers. I also dropped a couple of agitators and a unit of overlords to put another unit of slavers. Now, this unit of slavers should probably be benders, but I don't own 3 units of benders, so I'm going to try this out. Meanwhile, I'm up against my buddy Josh and his Ossyan list. You've seen this one before. That Phoenix is still supposed to be a Manticore, just the way it is. So this one should be an interesting game where he has a lot of bullets and just wondering if I have enough guys to soak it up. I think it's really going to come down a lot to my tough rolls. Of course, I do have 1 unit of slavers, which will be coming in by ambush. But my big thing here is I really see this being a scenario game for me. I want to get in there. I want to be scoring defensively. Maybe I'll be ambushing on the left to try and go after his zone. I'm going to have a little bit of trouble trying to destroy the objective. Maybe I should have put a wrecker over there, but I wanted both my wreckers to go after him because he won the first turn here and wanted to go first. And an interesting thing here is that my press gangers are not as far up as they could be. He threats 20 inches with his strike force, and I don't want to give him any free shots whatsoever. So I'm staying a little bit back, and otherwise, yeah, we'll see what happens. So on his first turn, he goes up, but he doesn't go up that far. He has no reason to really push up. Plus, he knows that I threat pretty much 14.5 inches if I was to go up and TK myself. I mean, I could always be crazy and like charge up and feet and pull him towards me and then TK some press gangers and really get in there. So he's giving me some healthy room there. But otherwise, yeah, looking at this here, I have no real crazy options. I'm just going to start running at him. So that's what I do. I make sure to space out so the AoEs won't hurt me too much. Thexus, I thought about having him up there on the hill, and I decided in the end just to cast Deceleration and to put myself more than 20 inches away from the right unit. I'm still close enough that I could charge into the right zone, but one thing I'm actually hoping he does is really focuses on my wreckers, because the more he focuses on the wreckers, the less infantry he kills, and that would be awesome, because I need all the infantry I need to tie him up and start killing him. So this will be after his feet turn, and it hurt a lot. So you can see both press ganger units got pretty hurt. I mean, the one unit on the left got hurt the most because he really wanted to push up so he could get up there to start shooting the overlords. So the unit of overlords gone. I killed off some of those mindbender drudges as well. On the right, did not kill as many press gangers, and that's because he was more focusing on the wreckers like we were talking about. So he does kill off the left wrecker, the right one a little bit messed up, no systems down. But he is knocked down, so that does kind of suck, but it's not really the end of the world. He also kills some more of the mind benders there on the right to try and make sure nothing gets to him, and that's it. So on my turn, I have kind of an interesting thing of what I want to do. Looking at this, I really feel that I want the ambushing slavers to come in from the left to put some pressure over there. I can get to 2 of the NIST right away, so that'll be pretty nice. I would love to go up there in feet and pull in those strike force from the left and then just explode them. That'll be awesome. But on the problem here is that I have an order of activation issue, because normally back in Mark II, I could charge up, charge one of my own guys, be in the zone, pop feet, do all my cool stuff, but I can't do that anymore. You can't charge your own guys. And since I can't have the space to move and TK up, it's more than 8 inches, but less than 9. I'm going to have to make the tough choice here of not going for scenario right away. So hopefully it won't cost me too much, but I'm going to go up, I'm going to defeat, hopefully kill a lot of the strike force on the left, really want to mess up the Banshee, and we'll see what happens. So like I said, these guys are going to be coming from this side here to try and just get into this mix. And after everything, it looks like this. So basically, I allocate 3 to the Wrecker. It's going to use 1 to get back up. I'm going to be attacking it with the Mindbender actual Cephalix guy to do 1 point of damage and make him back up to 3 again. I'm going to go up there with Thexus, and he's going to feat and move things around. The Press Ginger is going to go, but I do make a little bit of a mistake where I should have activated the left Press Gingers first, and because I didn't, the Dominator was in the worst spot possible so that I could blow up 3 of the Strike Force. I could blow up another 2, but I'd be blowing up my own guy as well, the Dominator, and that would just be bad. So that was kind of too bad. Otherwise, you know, you can see here, he did lose quite a bit here on the left. I only killed 1 of the nests getting into there. Otherwise, things are really engaged. The Agitator goes up and instigates. The Wrecker charges into the Banshee and doesn't really do that much damage. I don't cripple anything. I missed 1 attack, and yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. So currently it is 0-0. I'd be a lot happier, I think, if I was up in the zone, but I just needed to use that feat. Alright, so on his turn, he's going to come back at me, and he's going to do some pretty good attrition here. So he's going to be killing off my Wrecker. He's also going to kill off the Dominator from the right unit. So that means the right Press Gingers have to run this next turn. He's just going to start shooting down more of my guys. So he shoots down a whole bunch of the Benders. They are really hurting on the left there. He shoots up a tons of Slavers. Now, a lot of my toughs have been under average so far, but the Slavers this turn, tough almost every single time. So I really can't blame it there. That was pretty awesome. I think I made 6 out of 7 tough tests over there, so that was pretty amazing. And so otherwise, you know, he does shoot my objective, destroys my objective. So now he's actually up on me on the scenario race. He's at 1 point, but also if you can look at his clock, he's down to 18 minutes. So what I'm going to try and do is really smash his jacks. I'm in a position here where, although I said I want to get rid of these Slavers in the middle to be Benders, well, they're in a perfect spot now where both the other Slaver units can come up, Adrenal Fled 3 guys each, and then they can charge in, and the 3 on the Banshee should be enough to destroy the Banshee, and then 3 onto the Manticore should be enough to really mess it up, and so that's going to feel fantastic. So that's what I do. This is what it looks like after I Adrenal Flood everything, and then this is where my opponent reminds me, like, ooh, remember that Banshee there? You can't give, or models can't receive orders if they're within 5 inches. So that's horrendous. So out of the 6 Adrenal Flooded guys, 4 of them can't charge. So that's really, really bad. I'm going to now have to put 4 into the Banshee and then just 2 into the Manticore. And it's just dumb positioning on my part, right? I should have been a little bit smarter, been a little bit farther away, but dumb mistake. Otherwise, I go in there and I destroy the, Banshee. So the Banshee's gone. I start killing off more guys on the right, little by little. I should have actually said that I've had some pretty crazy dice. The first time I went in with my Press Gingers, I'm rolling 9s like it's easy, right? So I'm doing really good work here on the right. Thexus is going into the zone, so it's now going to be 1 point to 1, so that's pretty nice. Otherwise, on the left, I just keep on trying to kill guys, doing combined attacks and killing off a good number of the NIST there. So looking pretty good. So on his turn, he's going to start coming at me here, and the Banshee's going to trample into the zone and stop me from scoring that way. And otherwise, just trying to really attrition. Not so much the greatest there against the Slavers. You know, he's killed off a few, but not too bad. But he really want to make sure just all the Benders. He wants to kill off all the Benders. I'm left with 1 right now, and he just is tired of all that stuff. Now, this still isn't that bad. I mean, the one, what's it called? The Manticore here is in the zone, but he is pretty messed up. I mean, not only can I just TK him out of the zone, but I can also still going Adrenal Flood the last couple of dredges I've left here, especially doing it with the actual Cephalix boss guys will make it so that they can still charge and do cool things. So I think I can really mess him up, and otherwise, if I can get some pretty good rolls on the left, I'm really hoping I can start scoring on his zone. So that's what I do. I get some adrenal flooding going there on the right after I TK him out of the zone. I don't quite kill him. I leave him on like 5 boxes left, so he pretty much only has his Cortex. So Thexus is feeling pretty good. He's in the zone. I'm dominating, going up to 2 points now. Otherwise, the other attacks don't really do that great. I kill off a few guys on the left, but I don't really kill off very many more NIS. I really need to start getting these guys out of here, and it's just not really coming together. But it's still 2-1. And on his turn, things start looking a little bit worse. So the Manticore, which I thought was fine, I didn't think it was going to do anything bad to me. Basically, the Arcanist comes up, repairs it, and now can actually use its stuff to trample. So tramples in the zone. Luckily, it doesn't do too much damage, but now this bugger is in the zone again, and that kind of sucks. Otherwise, on the left, he's starting to really attrition me down, and so if he would have got a little bit more luck, he could have started just wiping out that zone so Ossyan could come over and start dominating, but luckily for me, that didn't happen. He also has a couple more of his strike force in the right zone that try killing my last Mindbender Cephalix dude, but both missed. Well, actually, they did a combine, and they missed, so I got pretty lucky there. So now I'm in a great spot where that one last Mindbender can pretty much just explode around himself, kill off the lost 2 strike force, hurt off this one Manticore, and then I think actually Thexus now is going to charge in and do some damage. So that's what I do: explode, charge, destroy, and then otherwise just trying to attack around the rest, trying to do whatever I can. It was tempting to have the other Mindbender Cephalix dude run off to try doing something somewhere else, but it really isn't worth it. The Slaver boss, he runs around to try and engage both of the Stormfall archers, only gets to engage one, but I'm dominating again. It's now 3-0, and he's going to need to try and get something to me pretty quick. And so what he did here is he was able to run in the one Stormfall Archer. The other one took a free strike and died. The Arcanist also ran in here, and then he really tried to score here on his left zone, killing off all my guys, and he was able to do it. He was able to kill off all the guys there, dominate his own zone. So now it's 3 points to 2, and I'm still feeling really good about this. His time's really low, and it should be really easy for me to clear my zone again. So that's what I do. The little Mindbender dude just explodes and kills the guys that he has in the zone. The other one just ran back to be a little bit further back just in case. Otherwise, I'm just kind of tying up his other guys and making some attacks, making sure to get inside the zone as well so that he's not dominating. So now it's 4 points to 2. He doesn't really have much by my zone, and he's also really low on time. So what he tries to do, and sorry guys, the board we're playing on is kind of far from the lights, so each of these pictures are a little bit blurry. But either way, Ossyan, first of all, he has one strike force that's able to run into the zone, so that makes him a little bit safe. And what Ossyan wants to do is come in, charge the one guy, basically go and like Arcane Bolt the far one, and then kill this guy. However, the way that he charges in, and even at max, like moving him as far as he cannot get within the 5 inches, and so due to stealth, he's just going to miss. So at this point, he still could have played. All I need to do to win after this, assuming he doesn't score and dominate my zone, is just go after that one last strike force. If I don't kill him by charging him, I can just TK him out of the zone and just dominate to 5. By this point, he was down to 30 seconds and said, you know what, this is pretty much done. So there you go, pretty much a win by scenario / death clock, and this was a grinder. This one was really crazy. I think it comes down largely in part to tough tests. Also, if he would have had the list that he wanted to run, if he had his riflemen with the Thane, then all of a sudden, like I said, the NIS, they could really be shooting out all my stealth leaders, and that would really, really suck. So I'm really happy he still hasn't got those guys back from being painted yet. But yeah, I like this change. I like having the double press gangers and the extra unit. And one of the things we talked about at the end of this game is that we might actually have another version of this too, where I don't own the models yet to make this happen, but First of all, that one slaver unit has to turn into a third bender unit, and then that gives me a free point. I'm already 1 point down on my battle group, so what I can do is drop the 2 wreckers and take 3 wardens. And that just gives me a lot more protection for my caster, gives me a lot of shield guards to help keep my other things alive, and then plus for this scenario game, that's a lot of slams and a lot of throws. So I gotta do some buying, but I think that's gonna be a very solid list. So either way, guys, thanks for watching, and comment down below if you thought, I should be doing something different, or any thoughts on the list, and we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. The best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.